Hi everyone and welcome along to Peter's Reviews today. Today we have the new Eskute Poluno Pro to review, the Pro bike. Doesn't it look good? Well, we're going to find out because today I'm going to walk you through the different components on this bike, tell you a little bit more about them and see if it's a bike you think might suit you. So first, just before we do that, I have unboxed it as you can see. I'm going to take you back and show you some pictures and some footage of me unboxing it so you can see how well the bike is packed in the box and how easy it is to get out and to put together. There is only a few bits to put on. You have to put on the front wheel, the front light, the handlebars. Just line up your controller here, tighten up your handlebars, put your seat on, put your pedals on, and also fit your kickstand, and the bike is ready to go. I would also recommend just going round and tightening as many of the bolts that you can get your hands on, just to make sure everything's tight and snug. Obviously the tyres come with air in them, but they're not fully pumped up, so check the tyre pressures and make sure you pump them up to the correct tyre pressure. After that, get the battery off, get it in charge. After a full charge, get it on the bike and you'll be ready for your first ride. Okay, it's time to dive into the Poluno Pro and start looking at some of the major components on the bike. I think we'll start at the heart of the bike, taking a look at the Bafang motor. So let's take a look. So if we come down here, we can see on the bike we have the new Bafang M200 250 watt motor. So it's a mid-drive motor, and this motor's been designed to be a lot quieter than previous models as well. It's coupled with the Bafang controller here, as you can see. Now this Bafang motor supplies 65 newton meters of torque, and the bike is limited to the 15.5 miles legal limit in this country. So let's come back up to the Bafang controller here. You can see it's a very well lit display showing our battery levels on the left there, our speed in the middle, and then a trip and other information down the bottom there. You also have your light indicator if your lights are on, and down the bottom here we can see we're in power assist 1 at the minute. If we press that plus button, you can see on the controller here our power assist levels down the bottom there jump from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and if you use the minus button here, you can start coming down the power assist levels as well. So the controller with the handheld on the left hand side here, it's very easy to operate. You've got your lights button here, which you hold down for 3 seconds to turn the lights on and off, and your standby button again, press to turn the bike on, and your information button there, if I just press that, it takes you through the different trips and totals and maximum miles you've done and your average miles for an average run out when you're out on the bike, and your total range. Okay, let's look at the battery on this bike. You can see it's an integrated battery into the frame there that is removable by just turning the key, and the battery pops up and then pops out. Very easy to remove. I'll just pop that back in for the time being. Now the battery is a 36 volt battery, and it's a 14.5 amp battery with 522 watts of power, so it's a larger battery than previous batteries. It gives you a range of up to 80 miles, so obviously they've looked to extend the range with these new batteries, and this battery is the Samsung cell battery. Obviously it shows you on the controller up there your battery power, but it also has a second button that you can press here. If I press it, I don't know if we'll see it in the light here, but you can see there's green lights, 3 green and 1 little red in there, and that gives you a quick reference indicator of where the battery level is at the moment. So there you go, a battery very well integrated into the frame. You can see there is a difference in the frame here, as you see down the bottom here from the standard Poluno. And with this bike as well, as well as the standard Poluno, we now have the 2 holes to put our water bottle on. So now let's look at the gearing system on the bike. So we've got the AS system on here, the LTWOO, and it's a 9-speed system on this bike, as per the standard bikes are just a 7. And if we go to the gear chain at the back here, you can see the sprockets there, and it's 9-speed on this bike. And as it's a mid-drive bike where the motor is held here, you can see the rear wheel's more like a conventional wheel with no hub in the rear wheel there. All the power comes from the centre of the bike as opposed to being pushed along by the rear wheel. Eskute have also looked at changing the seat on this bike. It's a more softer padded seat, and again it has the quick release lever on it. It just lifts up and you can adjust the stem to your preferred height, and then back on the lever just to tighten it back up again. Okay, let's come down and have a look at the forks on this bike. So we have the zoom forks on this bike, you can see. Just come down the other side as well. Now these forks are totally adjustable as well. You can lock them off using this blue lever, or you can change the amount of dampness the forks give you by just moving this lever, so very handy. As you can see, the Poluno comes with front and rear mud guards, which are very helpful in this weather, with the mud flaps on the rear and on the front mud guard there as well. Let's take a look at the brakes now. You can see it's the Zoom brakes we have in this. It's the Zoom manual disc brakes. We also have a little bell there on the brake lever. It's very helpful. So coming down to the brakes here, you can see it has the disc brakes on them, and it's the Zoom brakes. And you see on the rear here the same, and the disc brakes are there. As you can see, the Poluno Pro comes with the good kickstand, easily mounted and very, very useful. Okay, we take a look at the pedals on the Poluno Pro. You can see they're a bit different. They're metal pedals with the reflectors, but they also have the gripping studs on them. So they are... If we take a look at the grips on the Poluno Pro, you can see they are very rubbery, and they really work really well. You know, you're not going to get blisters from these things. They are really, really soft and feel really good. Okay, on the controller there, you can see I've got the main lights on. So if I just come down here, you can see we have a very powerful main light on this bike, your front light, with a lower reflector on it as well, and the wheels come with orange reflectors, so you will be seen in the dark with this bike. We come to the rear, we also have the reflectors on the rear wheels, and then coming to the back end, we also have a rear light in the centre there with the reflective all the way around. Now, this is a battery powered light on the back, and it has a little individual switch just on the underside there. One of the big reasons people like the Poluno is because it comes with the rack, and it comes with the rack as standard fitted. It's a very large rack. It accommodates all different sizes of rack bags on there, including pannier bags that can come down the side. Okay, that completes my walk around the Poluno. Hope I've covered everything enough for you to have a good look at it. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give us a like down there and hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow. All the subscribers we've got so far, thank you. For the new subscribers, please come along and join us, and always remember to hit that like. Do remember we also have a Facebook group if you're new to the Eskute brand. If you put in Facebook Eskute e-bike owners club, you will find us. Answer the questions on there, and we'll invite you into the club, and you can come in and ask as many questions you like about these bikes before committing to yourself to them. We've got hundreds and hundreds of owners on. There's over 800 people in the group, then most of them owners. So come in, ask your questions, make sure that you get the right bike. Now that Eskute have got, you know, 4 or 5 different bikes in the brand, some mountain bikes, some more the Poluno style, you know, commuter type bike. So come in and ask your questions, make sure the bike's right for you. Check out the rest of my reviews under Peter's Reviews. I've got reviews on most of the bikes that Eskute do. So yeah, so for today, let me say thank you for watching again, and catch you on the next one. Bye for now.